Hello again. My name is Grant Bledsoe. This is Above the Canopy, and today we're talking about revised pay-as-you-earn, or REPAYE. REPAYE is one of the 4 income-driven repayment options available to federal student loan borrowers. Basically, REPAYE was a revision to the pre-existing pay-as-you-earn income-driven option. It was passed by President Obama and became available to borrowers first in 2015. It's quite similar to pay-as-you-earn, except for the fact that it's far easier to qualify for. There are a few key differences between pay-as-you-earn and revised pay-as-you-earn, but essentially this legislation was passed in order to open up the program to more borrowers. Here's how REPAYE works. Just like income-based repayment, pay-as-you-earn, and income contingent repayment, the other income-driven repayment options, your monthly payment is going to be based on 10% of your discretionary income. That's a calculation that uses the poverty line in your area and your adjusted gross income. The difference between REPAYE and PAYE is that there's no cap on your monthly payment. Under pay-as-you-earn, if your income increases to the point where 10% of your discretionary income is greater than the amount you'd pay under the standard 10-year repayment plan, your monthly payments are going to be capped at what they would have been under that standard 10-year plan. Under revised pay-as-you-earn, there's no cap. If your income grows, your monthly payment's going to grow along with it. To calculate discretionary income, revised pay-as-you-earn uses the exact same calculation as pay-as-you-earn. It's the difference between your adjusted gross income and 150% of the poverty line. Again, the poverty line is published by the Department of Health and Human Services, and they update it every couple of years in order to keep up with inflation. This is the same calculation as in pay-as-you-earn and income-based repayment, but it's a little bit different than income contingent repayment, which, if you recall, is slightly less borrower-friendly. Here's an example. You get out of school with $100,000 in federal student loans at an interest rate of 6%. If you get this nice job when you enter the workforce that pays you $50,000 per year gross, which is before taxes, you'd earn $4,167 per month. If you enter the default standard 10-year plan, that's just the standard repayment option if you don't choose otherwise, your monthly payment, given $100,000 in loans at 6%, is going to be $1,110 a month. Under revised pay-as-you-earn, just like pay-as-you-earn, with an adjusted gross income of $50,000, if you live in the lower 48 and are single, the poverty line is going to be $11,880. 150% of that's going to be $17,820. The difference between your adjusted gross income and 150% of the poverty line is $32,180. Chop that in 12, your monthly discretionary income would be $2,682, 10% of which would be your monthly minimum payment under revised pay-as-you-earn, is $268.20. So just like the original pay-as-you-earn, this allows you to reduce your monthly payment, your minimum monthly payment, from $1,110 a month all the way down to $268.20. Nice option to have. Forgiveness under revised pay-as-you-earn is a little bit different than it is under pay-as-you-earn. There's a 20-year forgiveness period if you're repaying only undergraduate loans. If there are any graduate loans involved at all, that forgiveness period is extended to 25 years. So basically, you enter the program. If you're only repaying undergraduate loans, if you still have a balance remaining after making monthly payments based on your fluctuating annual income, if you still have a balance remaining after 20 years, the government will forgive it. But that amount is considered taxable income, so make sure to keep that into account. Another slight difference between revised pay-as-you-earn and the original pay-as-you-earn is that your spouse's income will always be included in the calculation of your discretionary income. Under the original pay-as-you-earn and income-based repayment, you could exclude your spouse's income from that calculation if you decided to file your taxes separately. It's not an option under revised pay-as-you-earn. Now, interest capitalization is another area where revised pay-as-you-earn differs slightly from the original pay-as-you-earn program. Remember that interest capitalization is a pretty important point, and if your income is low enough to where your monthly payment under revised pay-as-you-earn, 10% of your discretionary income, is not enough to cover the monthly interest that accrues on your loans, that interest is going to accrue and build over time, but it's not added to the principal balance of your loans unless it's capitalized. And under revised pay-as-you-earn, there's a few events that trigger interest capitalization. First, if you leave the program, interest is going to capitalize. Or if you don't recertify your income 1 year, remember that you have to recertify your income every year under all 4 of the income-driven repayment plans. If either of those two things happen, interest is going to capitalize. But since there's no cap on monthly payments like there is under pay-as-you-earn or income-based repayments, that's not an event that will trigger interest capitalization. Alternatively, there's no limit on interest capitalization. Under pay-as-you-earn, only 10% of your initial loan balance can be added through interest capitalization. Under revised pay-as-you-earn, there is no such limit. The interest subsidy on revised pay-as-you-earn is a little bit more forgiving than the original pay-as-you-earn, though. So if you're in a situation where your monthly payment doesn't cover the interest that's being added each month, the government will pay the accrued interest on subsidized loans for your first 3 years in the program. After 3 years in the program, they'll pay 50% of accrued interest on subsidized loans. And anytime you're in the program, the government will pay 50% of accrued interest on unsubsidized loans. So this is far more borrower-friendly than the original pay-as-you-earn program. Qualifying for repay is also far easier than the original pay-as-you-earn, and is really the main reason that the program was passed at all, was to open it up to more potential student loan borrowers. Anyone with eligible loans can qualify for the program. You don't have to have a partial financial hardship and benefit from the reduced payments like you do under income-based repayment or the original pay-as-you-earn. The one thing to keep in mind here is that only eligible loans may participate in the program, and Parent Plus loans are not one of them. Most of the other loans, Stafford and Perkins loans, can be consolidated using the federal consolidation loan to become eligible for repay. Loans made to parents and consolidation loans, repaying loans made to parents, are never eligible for repay. So that does it for our brief review of revised pay-as-you-earn. Be sure to sign up for Above the Canopy and get free access to the Financial Independence Vault. This includes a ton of free resources, not just about student loans, but also other areas of your personal finances. So be sure to check it out and subscribe today. Hope you liked the video. If you have other questions about student loans, feel free to reach out to me because I'm happy to point you in the right direction.